Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just wrapping up my breakfast here because I'm trying not to eat in front of everybody. So I figured I better finish that up. 1 second. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Boop, bubba, bub, wham, bam, bam. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning here in the Philippines. Back in my home state, it's about 9 o'clock at night. Man, there was a lot of people out this morning. Well, I understand why. It's pretty interesting because Sunday morning here in the Philippines is more busier than Monday morning in the U.S. Yeah. When people go to work normally. But I'm just happy to be alive and healthy. Have another wonderful day, you know. So as I wait, I don't know why it's taking a long time for people to pop in, but that's what I'm waiting for. As I wait, well, I can take care of a couple of cleaning projects over here. Yeah. Clean up this. And Zeus. Hey Zeus, how's it going, man? How you doing? I'm in the Philippines. I've been here for 2 years. I'm originally from US. Where are you from? You're the first one that has made it since I started my live today. It's morning time here. Just woke up and had some breakfast. Oh, okay. Philippines, awesome, bro. Zeus, I had pandasol. What'd you have? I always have pandasol and coffee for breakfast and water. Filipino, awesome, bro. There's Bump. Yeah, I'm over in Mindoro. Do 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 do. I went out walking this morning. I was so amazed on how busy it was on a Sunday morning here in the Philippines. There was tons of people outside. Never really thought about it. I've been here for 2 years. Yeah, there you go. I've been here for 2 years, but I never really thought about, Sunday morning being so busy. But you know why? Why was because it's church day. I'm in the province, I'm in the province of Mindoro. It's like a small town. And yeah, it's church day. So a lot of people are out at church. This morning I thought more than I normally do when I go for a walk. I was thinking about different things. Oh yeah. Are you in the city or are you in the province? Like I've been probably Manila then. Around Manila. I used to live in Manila too. Yeah, I stayed in Manila for a long time. Manila is probably the longest place I stayed, but I've stayed in Baguio and Cebu. Yeah, Baguio and Cebu too. So what are you up to today? What's the big plan today, my man? Mr. Zeus, or I can't tell. I can't see the picture, so I'm not sure. I'm saying Mr. It might be Mrs. Hey, Angela? Arciela Sophia? Butcher's Commit. Hello, how you doing? Don't know yet. I was walking by the basketball court, saw a kid with a basketball. I was like, man, I want to go play some basketball. Maybe I can get over there sometime and do that today. Play some basketball. I love basketball. And go for a walk. Hopefully it's not too hot today. I did my grocery shopping the other day, so I recorded a video on that. Showed everything that I bought and stuff. So are you in school or are you retired or what? If I never see you in my arms again, if I never leave it. Arciela, where you from? Good to see you. I'm sorry, I got in a conversation with Zeus. Um, Ahmad. The beginning of your name sounds like maybe Indian, so maybe from India. And Ahmed, I don't know, maybe that's Indian too, I'm not sure. So I got enough Pandasol to last me for today. That's what I do every morning, get Pandasol. Yeah, but maybe I'll try to get over there, and I bet you some people will be playing basketball today, since they don't have school. It's on Sunday. I gotta clean my glasses. Do you guys have channels? Anybody in here have channels? I've had my channel for about 5 months now. Really close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can subscribe, I appreciate it. Help out. I'm trying to reach 1,000. And so yeah, I started about 5 months ago. I've got almost 500 videos. Let's see, Abby. Hey, Abby Garcia, how you doing? And Nijanir Pahuyo. I'm sorry. I tried my best, bro. But hello. Welcome, y'all, because I try to create a family of people from all over the world, and I did 4 lives yesterday, And so we had some people like from Africa, India, different things. And then we also play games sometimes on here. How are you doing? Hey, I'm doing awesome. Appreciate it, Abby Garcia. If you need subbing, let me know, because I try to support channels too. Anybody that's got a channel, you want to put like your, I don't know if you know what the username is. If you have a username, then you can post that in here. Like mine is at Mikipino Vlogs. It's the at symbol, so if you use that and put it in here. But anyway, thank you, Abby. Where are you guys from? Yeah, the main thing with this, with our lives that we do is we try to respect each other, you know? I mean, that's what we need to do, is respect each other, no matter what your belief is or anything, or where you're from. Someone else from the Philippines. Okay, that's cool. Abby Garcia, I don't know, maybe from the Philippines, I'm not sure. But is Nil like a short name for you? Like, I normally go by Michael. I know it's Mikipino on here because I got Mike to rhyme with Filipino by saying Mikipino. But Mike, yeah, Mike is fine. Just M-I-K-E. So I don't know, what are you up to today in the Philippines? I've been thinking about trying to get into playing some little basketball today. Just call me Pahuyo. Pahuyo, okay. Pahuyo. I guess that's your last name. Is that your last name? Pahuyo? Or maybe it's a nickname, I don't know. Oh, a lot of people from the Philippines. You know, I noticed a lot of people were up this morning in the Philippines. A lot of people, I don't know about you guys, but I saw a lot of people like close to the church. I don't know if y'all like went to church or anything, but it's my last name. Oh, okay, Pahuyo. Well, nice to meet you, Pahuyo. And nice to meet you, Garcia, Abby. We've got Abby like over in the U.S. I'm from the U.S. I've been in the Philippines for 2 years now. But over in the U.S., yeah, we have a popular newspaper article called Dear Abby. Nice to meet you too. I appreciate that. Are you from Manila or somewhere else? You know, I read that about half of the population here is close to Manila, either in Manila or close to Manila. So that's why I started with Manila. But I've been to 11, 12 islands, something like that. So it's been a lot of fun, meeting a lot of cool people and going places. I've got videos about the culture in the Philippines. I've got videos about the people. I interview people and so forth. Banganga, Davao. Oh, okay. Davao down in Mindanao. Pahuyo is from Mindanao. Okay. Yeah, we had, I don't know, it seems like normally when I do a live, it's like more people show up at nighttime, Philippines nighttime. And we get more people from other countries in too. We did a game called Family Feud last night. I don't know if you are familiar with Family Feud or Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is like the host of Family Feud, the game show. I haven't been to Davao, but I would like to go there. It's supposed to be like the cleanest city in the Philippines. That is normal. Well, I've done some crazy things. I've done different things. That's, why I've got to 1,000 subscribers by doing all sorts of different things, from games to, it took me about 5 months. If I was a beautiful lady, it would be different. Could probably do it in like 1 month. A human in meta. What's up, man? How's it going? Welcome back. A human in meta. I know he is not from the Philippines. We've got a couple people in here from the Philippines right now. A human. Meta. We'll just say meta. I remember you talking about in meta. In meta, I think was what you said. So I'll just say in meta. This is the first slide. Been normal. Yeah, I mean, my main thing is to communicate with people. To when people are talking, I want to read what they say and talk. It's going to be good here. And yourself? Yeah, it's good. I can't complain, man. It's been beautiful. I just came from a walk. Waylon, my bro, he's from USA. Waylon, what's up? What's up? How's it going, man? I was hoping to see you this morning because I didn't see you last night. We did a game last night. 2 people watching, 3. Yeah, it says 3 right now. I mean, I normally don't have, but normally 5, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes. See, I got sick for a while, and when I got sick, I sort of like lost people. I was in Calapan when I got sick, but that's okay. I'm trying to, retrieve or whatever, come back and all that kind of thing. I've been a little bit down on things lately. In Meta says you have to start putting information inside of the description of the video. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. I do need to do that. I am not a professional live person, even though I do lives maybe about 3 times a day. I do need to make some improvements. Let's say that. Like the family food game we did last night. I mean, I'm like jumping on my laptop and I'm like looking at the questions and I'm popping them out here. But I like to be able to put it on my screen and people see everything from the screen, like I've seen a lot of gamers do. So I'm hoping I can figure that out. Let's see. Waylon says, well, last night, you went camping. Awesome, man. I've been wanting to go camping. Yeah, I'm in envy, bro. The weather dropped to the 50s, so I took advantage to build a fire. That sounds pretty nice, man. I'd hate for it to be hot camping, but it's cold. You can always throw clothes on, right? Jackets and so forth. But what did you use? Did you like cabin or tent or just a sleeping bag or what? In Meta says, plan your lives before going live, have some consistency and announcements. Yeah. You're right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot that. Try to do it eventually. I don't know. I'm so impulsive, man. I'm very impulsive normally, and whenever I got sick, I was out, and I was like, I couldn't even watch videos. I mean, I was so bad off. So that sort of like really made it tough on my channel there for that time period. Melhan says, I was just watching YouTube lives, found this live. Yeah, I mean, that happens quite a bit. Meta says you need OBS to share your screen of what you're playing. Okay, let me do a screenshot of that too. Now the OBS thing, I mean, I read a little bit about that, but somebody said they got hacked, and that sort of bothered me. And they said when they got hacked, somebody like went into their channel and did things and messed up stuff. So I've sort of been scared of doing that whole OBS thing after reading what they said. Waylon says, yeah, we woke up in our Jeep. Oh, okay. So you slept in the Jeep. We just reclined the seats back. I've done that before. I've slept in a vehicle before. We didn't get. I did the same thing. Reclined the seats back. It was a car. Didn't get to our spot until after dark. We just got a fire built and drank like 18 beers apiece. Sounds like a wonderful time, bro. How was it? Did you have a great time? 5 people watching. Yeah, I really normally don't concentrate on that kind of thing. I just do my thing. You know, like I said, I'm pretty impulsive. I just do my thing, man. But it takes forever to get watch hours. Like, for me anyway, I haven't been as lucky. I know there's some things I have to do that I do have planned to do. Let's see, M-Meta says, yeah, but that has nothing to do with OBS because it's an offline software. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Everyone uses OBS because it's free and open source. Okay. Yeah, I want to educate myself on that, and also StreamYard. I want to educate myself on that. I recently did I did some things through Zoho, like with another person on screen kind of thing, and I've done that before as well through YouTube, because there is a way to do it through YouTube. Okay, so it's like I do a lot of things, but I sort of like maybe take longer than most people because I don't know. I just don't concentrate on all the technical things very much. Okay, 5 people is a party where I'm from. Yeah, right now it says 3. You know, if I'm like around, like I said, normally around 4, I guess. So this is pretty normal. 4 or 5 is pretty normal. But you know me, Waylon. I have had my battery die on me. So, but I did make sure I was at 97% before I started this live. So, but another problem here in the Philippines, and here in the province, and you know about this, Pahuyo, in the province, there is brownout. So I do get brownouts as well. I'll send you my email. I can help you. Okay. You know, I know we talk on Instagram too. You and Waylon, y'all both on Instagram, and you know, my Instagram is on my Facebook page. What's my name? Just Mike is fine. MIKE. That's my normal name. Yeah, anybody wants to call me Mike, it's fine. That almost happened to us last night with our speaker, and that's a brownout. And what's a brownout? Okay, brownout is basically when you lose electricity. Yeah, I forgot. It's not a normal thing in the U.S. How's that different from blackout? I guess it's the same thing. You know, they just call it brownout here, and it's normally doesn't last but maybe 40 minutes or an hour when it happens. So maybe that's why they call it brownout, because it normally don't last a long time. Yep, Mike, M-I-K-E, that's correct. Yep. Thank you, Charlene. with the double tap liking. I appreciate that. Hello, Charlene. Welcome and bye. She said hi and bye. Okay. Hi and bye. Why do people do that? I don't understand, but it doesn't matter. I think it's a lot about how people are like all very into TikTok. Sleep again. Oh, okay. I think a lot of it's attention spans though. But I hope you get some good sleep. Take care. Now here is 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Okay, I understand. I wonder why it happens more often there. I don't know. I mean, the thing about it is there's some areas that it never happens. There's some areas it never happens. So like, and most of the places I lived, it never happened. But out here in sort of like a countrified, what they call province kind of area, that's where it happens at. I've never had TikTok. Yeah, I don't ever use TikTok either, man. But there's a lot of people that do. It's 8:36 p.m. here, and where Waylon's at, us in the Philippines, it's 9:38 in the morning. Yeah. So, Pahuyo, are you working or in school, or are you retired? Let's see, what did Meta say about the email? Oh, I'll send you my email. I can help you. Okay. So yeah, yeah, we could do that through Instagram if you want, or on here or whatever. I'll check my Instagram out later on. You know. I was still in school. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Waylon, it's very normal that people go to college here. Like very, very, very normal. And the parents normally, want the people to concentrate on their studies, kind of thing. And you're going to school. Are you in college? Or are you talking about not in college yet? Is boring a little bit in school? Are you not in college yet, or not in college yet? No, you're not in college yet? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Duval. Yeah. I was thinking if you're around here, we could play some basketball. Maybe. I need some people to play basketball with. Today our town had our annual Black Patch Festival. This is Waylon. Today our town had an annual Black Patch Festival. The town puts on a parade and has shops and food trucks everywhere. It's called Black Patch because in the 1920s a bunch of farmers got sold out. Got sold out. My brother and sister are in college. That's from Pohuyo. All by the government, and the farmers didn't like that they taxed and controlled tobacco. So they burnt the government's fields down, hence called Black Patch. It's got taxed and controlled on tobacco. Yeah, I mean, I am not a big fan of GO and I won't finish. You know what I'm thinking about. But anyway, I can understand how they feel. You know, I mean, if you're going to be taxed and taxed and taxed, why can't you have a decent government? You know, why can't you have a government that's really for the people and going to help the people? You know. Anyway, they were called. They put black bags over their heads and burnt all the government fields in our country. Bro, that's pretty interesting. The Midnight Riders. That's a song. I have to listen to that song. I wonder if the song is talking about what you're talking about. The 1920s Kentucky's was the Wild West. It sounds like a good time. Get the bourbon out. Is that when they invented the Kentucky bourbon too? Yeah, that was back in the roaring. You're talking about the roaring 20s where in the U.S. a lot of people were partying and had money and everything. And then when you get restrictions like that that happen to them, that can create, the Great Depression. The Great Depression came after that. So a bunch of leadership that doesn't do what they're supposed to and are corrupt and everything. Bourbon was made pre-Civil War, 1835. Yeah, they had to have it. They had to have it quicker than 1920, but they probably had plenty of it in the 1920s with the Roaring Twenties. But yeah, I'm trying not to get too politically crazy, about what you're talking about because I want to, but I'm also I don't want to get banned or anything. And I know, people talk freely online and everything, but I'm just saying, if the strongest person that could stop you is the GO. Out of anybody, if anybody can stop you, it's the GO. I'm just in my brother's account. Oh, okay. Julio. Lost your account and you're using your brother's account? Waylon says 1920s was prohibition. There was basically all moonshine. Yeah, and it was like prohibition when I was a kid because my dad went to somebody under the table buying all his stuff, if you know what I mean. Let's see. There was basically all moonshine and bootleg whiskey here. My country was a dry country until 2013. We had to drive 45 minutes. Wow. That's wild. Yep. And Julio is using a different account. So what's your normal name on your account? County, not country, LOL. Yeah, I knew you meant county. I'm sorry if I said country. But yeah, I knew you were talking about county. I might have said country though, I probably did. It's hard to read on my phone, but I definitely am familiar with dry county because in the South that happens quite a bit due to religion. Redness taken. Redness taken? I'm wondering what redness taken, how you came up with that name. If you want to tell us, that's up to you. Redness taken. The way I came up with Mickey or Mikey Pino, Mickey Pino, they normally say Mickey Pino here, is making Mike rhyme with Filipino. Mikey Pino, Filipino. Our county still doesn't sell alcohol on Sundays. Yeah, that happens a lot in North Carolina, where I'm from, in the U.S. There because the liquor stores sells vapes. You know, Wayland's, I heard recently that North Carolina banned vape selling altogether. I mean, see how they just keep destroying jobs, man? I mean, anyway. Nell, I'm sorry, Pahuyo says, I had no other name, so I chose that name. Yeah, you're like, man, I got to think of something Brendan's taking. Yeah, I've been there making Google email accounts. I'm like giving up. I'm like trying one name, and just nothing's working out. Everybody's taking this and that. It's hard to make a Google email a name, man. To me, it is anyway. Because so many names are taken. But I get it. If you were thinking redness, but it was taken, and you said redness, but it's taken. So that makes sense. Waylon Baker says, well, they banned vapes in Kentucky in June, but the stores say they would rather pay the fine instead of not selling vapes. They make too much money. Just give me the ticket and move on. Yeah, and when you said they make too much money, you know what I was thinking? The government was making too much money by all the fines. You know, that's what I was thinking. And then I read some more, and you're like, okay, the stores are making too much money. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, why are we going to keep paying all this government crap when these people aren't even helping us? You know, why are we paying their big salaries and everything else, their pensions? Let's see, Pahuyo, yes. John C, hey, how's it going, John C? Good to see you. See you. Hello, Mr. Mikipino. How are you doing? I'm asking where you're from because I don't remember if I've seen you in here, but so where are you from and how you doing? Let's see, Pahuyo says you can search it up if you want. Oh, okay. Do you have a channel? I mean, I'll subscribe to you. Anybody has a channel? Let me see. I'm gonna. Yeah, I did a screenshot, and basically, I can check it out later on. I have one actually. Okay, is that the name of your channel or is it something different? From Canton, Ohio, doing well. I'm new. Okay, well, welcome, John C. from Canton, Ohio. I'm originally from North Carolina, and I've been in the Philippines for 2 years. Have you ever been to the Philippines or thought about coming to the Philippines or anything like that? Yeah, and I'm trying to think if I've ever been to Canton. I know I've been to Ohio. I've been out there around Parkersburg area, Parkersburg, West Virginia, and across the river there, it's Ohio. And I've been up to Cleveland, unfortunately. And there was some little towns on the way I stopped at too. I wasn't too crazy about Cleveland. Yes, was in Cebu last December. Okay, how was it, man? Last December, I was still here in December, and I think I was in probably Manila at the time. The land of the Cleves, home of the Hall of Fame. It's Canton, Ohio. Waylon's our trivia dude. Have you been in Michigan? Yeah,
Yeah, I've been over to Michigan too, and I enjoyed my time in Michigan. Actually, yeah, I did a trip. I think it was through Ohio to go to Michigan. That was the second Ohio trip. Let's see. Great. I'm coming back after I retire. I can't blame you. I can't blame you. How much longer you got? What's your biggest reason um, for wanting to retire? I guess you want to retire in the Philippines. What's your biggest reason? Let's see. Waylon says I've been to Detroit when I was like 5 or 6. Oh, okay. That's not too much longer. Congratulations, by the way. Uh, I have to go now. Bye. Okay. Take care, Pahuyo. And thank you for coming in. Happy to see you again, man. Let's see. Waylon says I've been to Detroit when I was like 5 or 6. I was on a bridge away from Canada. Yeah, I went on the bridge from Michigan over to Canada and went into Canada just for one day. I was over there. It was pretty cool. Talked to a lot of people while I was over there. Spent like 10, 12 hours over there, something like that. I can't remember. I went to a little beach while I was there too. Closest I've been to leaving America. Yeah, but I have noticed a lot of videos about prices being very high in Canada now. Because there was a time where I wanted to go because as I get older, I'm thinking about healthcare. And I know the healthcare was like free, but that was before everything got crazy and changed. John C. talks about cost of living. I met a lot of nice expats in Cebu and great making friends with them. Yeah, John, that was my first place that I went to was Cebu when I flew to the Philippines, and yeah, Cebu's a great place. So I think you said you were going to retire in Cebu, or no, you just visited Cebu. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed Cebu. I've been to uh, almost, I don't know, maybe 12 islands. I got to count it up and figure out how many islands. But yeah, so I got a lot of videos about a lot of places and stuff like that. Let's see. Waylon says, I want to go to that bookstore in Vermont. That's in America and Canada. You walk through the front door in America and you check out your books in Canada. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, man. Because I'm a bookstore guy. I used to hang out in bookstores all the time. John C., what kind of work did you do, man? Or are you doing? What's your field, occupation, kind of thing? Possibly retire there. I'm coming back for 4 to 6 months. Stay to see. Oh, okay. Well, if you need any help on trying to figure things out, I do have an Instagram where we can talk offline. It's on my channel. A machinist, okay. Yeah, I worked in the factory for Caterpillar. It wasn't very long though, a couple of years. And let's see. I've done a lot of different things though. Let's see. Yes, same. I like books myself. What's your favorite book? My favorite book, in the favorite book that pops in my head is Walden by Henry David Thoreau, but it's not that actually. It's called Start Small, Finish Big. Start Small, Finish Big. It's the story about the guy that started Subway. Yeah, that whole business story. But anyway, what about you, Waylon? What's your favorite book? I have 45 years until I can retire. Done it my whole life. Machinist. Yeah. In Canton, huh? Um, yeah, I mean that's I would say a good career is, you know, you got into it and stayed with it, and you know, get raises over time, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Probably even up there in the north. I'm from the south, but up in the north, they have the unions too. That I guess they help y'all get raises too, from what I understand. So, Waylon says my favorite book is probably Maze Runner trilogy. I like The Lord of Flies too. Okay, so I think that's like nonfiction, Maze Runner trilogy. Um, I mean, not nonfiction, fiction. I mean, yeah, I'm more into nonfiction. Yeah, I was thinking about the Walden book. Also, he wrote Civil Disobedience too. Um, I lived in Northeast Georgia and went to school there, right on the Western Carolina state line. Okay, yeah, I've had someone in here before that was from that area, and I've traveled over there, right at Chattanooga, and the Western North Carolina area, right there by it. Let's see, Northeast Georgia, in the Chattahoochee Forest, mountain life in the mountains. Yeah, and I love the mountains. You know, out of you know, places to be, mountains is my favorite. I went to a home in Chattanooga. Yeah, Chattanooga is pretty cool. I mean, one cool thing about it is it's supposed to be like the most fiber or something like that. You know, it's got, you know, I'm not very good at saying things sometimes, but anyway, a lot of fiber internet going on over there in Chattanooga. I ate at a restaurant that was over the river, so it was very beautiful there in the mountains, eating at that restaurant. Yep, the Hiwassee, Georgia. So John Whalen is from Kentucky. Waylon says, "Oh yeah, I can see that. There's a lot going on. Tennessee in general. Nashville has a lot of fiber too." By the way, John, see, I don't mind making you a moderator if you are into that kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, Nashville. Yeah, I love Nashville too. Hey, Mike, Barbara from Connecticut. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Let's see. Waylon said there's a town not too far from me from Clarksville, Tennessee. I've been thinking about getting a job there. Yeah, I hope you can find something, bro. Something decent. I mean, that whole fiber installation work that you were doing, I would have thought would have been good. I was in shock when you told me what you told me about, you know, the work ending over there in Florida. I miss the South, but worked all my life in the North. Yeah, I love the South, USA. I love North Carolina. Waylon says I worked 2 weeks in Indiana. I said India. I worked 2 weeks in Indiana. I will never go back. South of Mason-Dixon is where I belong. I'll go for vacation, but I can't work with people like that. John C. says, "Are you married or girlfriend?" John C. I've got a girlfriend in the Philippines. Haven't gotten married yet. Yeah, still girlfriend. How's it going, Barbara? From Connecticut, went to Outer Banks a few times on vacation. Yeah, I love the Outer Bank area, man. That's a beautiful place. And if you're around Philippines, it's so many beautiful places here, so many places that you can travel to. And, the cost of living is extremely low. And, build a house if you want, whatever. I'm going to be putting some more real estate stuff on my channel, some real estate videos and some budget videos for being over here, stuff like that. And of course other things, because it's pretty much a variety thing about Philippines. Let's see, Waylon says, I've only ever been to Western North Carolina. I've only never been to furthest I've been was Cherokee, maybe 45 minutes from Gatlinburg. Yeah, Tennessee mountains is beautiful. Gatlinburg, Knoxville, Gatlinburg, down to Chattanooga. I love that area. That's my area, bro. Even up in Virginia, the mountains of Virginia. Pretty humid. Where are you at in the Philippines? Okay, I'm in Mindoro. Are you talking about the weather being pretty hot here? Is that what you're saying? Because there are some areas that are a lot better than other areas in the Philippines on the weather part. Yeah. And the biggest reason I'm in Mindoro is because I'm able to get a place here with her family that isn't costing me anything. So I would rather be in a different location. But I mean, it's good here. It's still very good here in Mindoro. It's very good here in Mindoro. I'm not trying to say it's not. It's just as good as Cebu, in my opinion. But the thing about Cebu is you do have on that island, you have Cebu City, which is a very big city, so you have a lot of conveniences in Cebu City. Let's see, Waylon's talking about the Blue Ridge Mountains, man, I can't even think. Shenandoah, which is also a country band I listen to. River, Take Me Home. Now that's a John Denver one. But yeah, I like music by Shenandoah. I don't know if y'all know them, but Sunday in the South, that's a great song. Traffic is terrible in Cebu. That's true. Yeah, I mean, you got the big city, you're going to have the traffic. In Cebu City, Cebu Island, I'm not sure about a lot of the places on Cebu Island, but yeah, in the city part, traffic is really bad. I love not driving. I take all sorts of rides, from taxis to jumping on the back of a motorcycle with a rider to a trike. Well, I'm not big on the trike thing, but jeepneys, I like jeepneys. I do like jeepneys, to be honest with you. I like jumping into jeepney and riding. Waylon says, I drove through Western Virginia, and then there's, you could even get personal drivers. I mean, I just had a guy do a very long drive for me, and I didn't have to pay him a lot of money to do it. He used his car, he picked me up, gave me a drive that lasted about 3 hours, 3.5, 3 to 4 hours, somewhere in there. Anyway. I didn't really keep track at the time, but it was somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. Waylon says, I drove through Western Virginia on the way to DC, and I negotiated with him, because I have a budget, so I had to negotiate with him to. If he didn't meet the price, I was just going to take a bus and do it a lot cheaper. Let's see, I drove through the Western Virginia on the way to DC and West Virginia too. Roanoke was a crazy surprise. I had no idea it was. Oh yeah, man, I used to live over there. Yeah, I used to live close to Roanoke, very close to that area. And what I was saying about the whole drive thing, the biggest reason, there was two reasons. If I would have took the bus, it would have been a lot longer. I might would have had to stay in a hotel, so I avoid the hotel cost. And another reason was it was mountain area, a lot of curves, and the bus is sort of rough. Some of them, most of them are not rough. Most of the buses are very nice and not rough, but this particular bus was a rough one because I took it one way, and then when I came back, I decided to get the driver and get back quicker. I think I've heard of that band before. Yeah, you should listen to them, man. They got some great music. Two Dozen Roses is another great song. Sunday in the South, a bunch of stuff. Let's see. John C says you plan on staying in the Philippines a while. John, I'm not at a retirement stage. I'm in my 50s, so I'm not getting that retirement money. But I'm trying to. I'm trying to stay here forever. I want to stay in the Philippines forever. Yep. Come here. Sleeping. Hey. Your sister wants you.
Oh, GSC nandun sa
Okay. Yeah, I want to stay. I want to stay in the Philippines. But there could be a point that I have to go back and make money in the U.S. So it depends. It depends, and that's really the reason I started the channel, the YouTube channel, as hopefully a source of income. I don't know if it will be the only source, because I have been trying to get other work as well. So far, I haven't had any luck though. But yeah, if I could figure out a way to generate an income, then yeah, I would like to stay in the Philippines. And be like a different place and all that kind of stuff. But for the 2 years that I've been here, I've had an absolutely wonderful time. You ever played Soggy Biscuit? What is that, a song? Is that a band? It's probably a band. Look it on the laptop. Oh, it's a game. Okay, no, I haven't heard of that one. I'm going to Google it so I can find out information about it. Soggy Biscuit. Biscuit. I've never heard of that. Sort of reminds me of cornhole. You know, just that Mount countrified name, Soggy Biscuit, cornhole. Sounds like a bluegrass song. Don't look at images. Oh, okay. Let me see what you said. No, don't do it. You might need Urban Dictionary. Don't look at images. Sounds like a bluegrass song. Soggy Biscuit. I thought it was a maybe country band. Okay. Let's see. Don't look at the images. Yeah, I read I read about that real quick, and then I closed my laptop. I didn't know how much you wanted me to look at it. So I closed the laptop on it. Soggy biscuit sounds like a bluegrass song. I got that soggy biscuit, soggy biscuit. Sounds like an ambulance out there. John C., I'm out in a very countrified town. They call Province area. So it's very rural-like here. But at the same time, I'm by a highway, a very busy highway. And it is a pretty big town where it has a lot of people in it, but it's not like a city though. I've never lost the game. I didn't read it very good, Waylon. I just read a little small part of it. Like I said, I closed the laptop. Do they listen to old Hank or any Bo Cephas there? Bro, I don't know anybody that listens to it anymore. I mean, when I was in North Carolina back in the U.S., I never heard people listen to it. Nowadays, back in the 80s, 80s, 90s. And now over here, no, not really. They do a lot of karaoke for country music and so forth, but they don't know Hank. Tell my Hank why I do. You're on the island of Mindoro. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the island of Mindoro. Waylon said, you must have never come across me and my dad on a road trip. You'd hear us 6 blocks away playing Hank. I don't know about Kentucky. I was just talking about North Carolina. Let me ask you something. In Kentucky, besides you and your dad, is that like a normal thing to hear over in Kentucky? Because I have no clue. Is it normal over there? In North Carolina, it's not anymore, but it used to be. Yeah, Mindoro's a great place. I did a couple of videos here in Mindoro that show the beach areas. You got very popular Porto Galera and also a not popular area, Tambong Beach, and a not Buktak Beach. I went there too. So different beaches I went to. And it's not far from Batangas, Manila. I could take a bus from here to Manila and be there sort of quick. Okay, John has a son over in Lexington. Oh, man. Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard, they're all coming back. Really? That's good to hear, man. I'm glad they are coming back. And it makes sense to me. I mean, Merle Haggard, are the good times really over for good? I mean, to me, that really relates to how things are in the U.S. Oh, nice. Lexington is about 3 hours east. I'm a skibidi. I need to be a moderator. That's funny, Waylon. He said, that guy, he got deleted. Let's see, some beautiful horse farms in Kentucky. I don't like him, too pushy. Yeah, that's the second time I've seen him do that. And I've never seen him in here more than 2 minutes. So. So one thing I've noticed, I've been watching a lot of videos about cost of living, about jobs, about all sorts of stuff. Let me ask you two guys, y'all from America, how's the prices? Have the prices been like they were 2 years ago, or are they higher? I'm stuck here. Let's see. Kentucky is nice, but what others call beauty is what some call stuck. A friend of mine says the new rich, he's in here in the Philippines, he's an American, and he says the new rich is having a simple life, having a peaceful life, and having a debt-free life. And I have to agree with him. Still creeping up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the prices. I thought you were talking about the creep that was in here talking. I get, sometimes the trolls pop in creeping up. But yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that they were taking like price labels off of stuff because they're raising prices on things. Let's see, gas $2.99. That's not. I don't think that's too bad. $2.99. They got more expensive than there was a few months ago. It was and a $20 bill is the new $5. Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, the videos I've seen, prices have been going up on things over there, but Canada is like a lot worse. I mean, there was this lady, she went in the grocery store to buy garlic, and she got 2 garlics for $4. $2 for one of those small garlics. She said she's used to paying like 50 cents for, and it was like $2 for one, $2 for the other. It was 2 in a bag, $4. It was about $2.45 a gallon over the summer. Yeah, anything 2 something I don't think is bad. Anything 2 something. When it gets past that 3 mark though, that's when it gets a little pricey, I think. But of course, I remember back when it was 1 something. At times, the price, 4 times the price. But minimum wage is still $7.25 in Kentucky an hour. Yeah, and the minimum wage hasn't changed in 15 years. I mean, I can't remember exactly, but it's been a very, very, very long time. Let's see, gas in Akron is between 280 to 320. Waylon says, when I left Florida at the beginning of August, gas was $3.40, $3.70. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be traveling too much. Get that high. And it's hard for me to remember exactly the prices back when I was over there, but I think it was close to $3 back when I was there, or $2.50, $3, somewhere around there in North Carolina. Yeah, I think it was close to $2.50 now that I think about it. More expensive the further south you go in Florida. And John C., I want to tell you something, man. This is like my second trip over here. So I've already done 1 trip and ran low on money and went back to the U.S. to make money and came back again. So I'm trying not to make it happen again. I'm trying to stay over here, but that's where I'm at right now. And I wish I would started thinking about the YouTube thing a long time ago, but I just thought about it about 5 months ago. That's when I started. Let's see. More expensive the further south you go in Florida. Yeah, getting closer to Miami. Waylon says Georgia has so cheap. We was finding gas for $2.15. Even one station was $1.95. You know, I just heard about the eggs going way up on the price of eggs, and restaurants being really high, and about them like covering up prices on Target prices and Walmart prices, or either they're covered up with a sticker or they take the price off, stuff like that. Anyway, bunch of stuff. And then I've also been hearing, you know, a lot of the videos I've seen are people that can't find jobs, that say they've been looking like 2 years. Hold on, somebody's knocking on the door. Come in.
Wow.
What? Ooh. Did you bring me a present? Let's see. So, oh yeah, I'm very John C. I'm very experienced regarding Philippines from also in dating, in the dating aspect as well. Dating, living here, budgeting, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. I still have a lot of videos I have to do. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things I have planned. But the last video I did, barely anybody watched it. And I think the biggest problem is the time I post the videos. So I'll have some, tons of people watch, and then some, like nobody watches. And I think it's all about timing. So anyway, well, I get the eggs. Waylon says my girlfriend's granddad is a chicken farmer, but I actually just noticed today that fire station didn't have the prices for chips or candy. They also didn't take card today for some reason. That's strange. How are you getting mail, a friend, or using a virtual mailbox? I still have an address over in the U.S., so that's where my mail goes to, is that address in the U.S. It's with a relative, and so they basically take all my mail and they just let me know about the mail. If there's anything important, I try to do most stuff electronically, so I don't have to deal with the physical mail. But that's how I do it. I mean, I did look into getting the virtual mailbox, and I looked into like going over to a post off, what they call them, those postal mailbox places. There's an online thing. Hold on, let's see what's going on. There is an online website about mail, that they collect the mail from you. And actually, this is over in North Carolina, the one that I was reading up on, that they will get the mail sent to that company. They will check it, they will scan it, you'll get it in their email, stuff like that. They'll even send it to you if need be, stuff like that. So there is companies out there that can handle the mail and, you know, be your sort of in between. But I got a relative that helps me with it and collects it and all that kind of stuff. Traveling mailbox, yeah. I can't think of the name of the company, but Sanford, North Carolina, is where it was. I remember the place. It's in Sanford, North Carolina. I just can't remember the name of the company. And it was a good price too, because I think I checked out some other places. Sorry, some motorcycles and trikes riding by on this highway out here. I usually stay in a different location. They have different real estate, their family does, so we've been staying in 2 different locations. But anyway, let me think, what else? Yeah, so yeah, I thought it was a good price. I almost did it, basically. That's what I was going to say. I almost did that. It was a lot better than the mailboxes, etc. place. checking their prices. But of course, if you can do like what I'm doing, free, and it's working for you, that's the best. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the free family helping out thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, if you're getting a lot of imported mail and everything, you probably want to pick a service. Probably, I don't tend to get a lot of stuff in the mail that's that important. I go online. I go online and I check, like accounts and all that kind of stuff. So I do everything online. Waylon says, I wish everyone would burn money. You think we'd be better off without money? A bargain lifestyle island. I thought about this recently, Waylon, a few weeks ago. I was like, if money wasn't a factor in life, yeah, I think it'd be better, man. I mean, yeah. I see John C. put something up. See, are you divorced? Yeah. Yeah, I'm divorced. Sorry, not typing to be nosy. Not trying to be nosy. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm divorced. It's been a while. I don't know if it's 4 years. It might be 4 years. I'm not sure. But it's been a while. Let's see. Waylon, have you been to the Philippines? Divorced too? Yeah, I think I've said this before. Two places, divorce isn't loud, and that's over there at the, what do they call it? The Catholic place over in Italy that we talked about last time, Waylon. Anyway, that place and here in the Philippines, divorce is still not legal. 12 years divorced now. Yeah, I mean, Vatican City. There you go. I mean, out of all the places in the world, I recommend like finding someone. I would recommend Philippines. And I'm gonna say it's not gonna be a cakewalk. I did a video on that. It's called Dating. Uh, the challenge is a challenge in the Philippines, something like that. I did about 2 weeks ago, and basically, it's not a cakewalk. Um, but I think it's the best place to find someone in the world, uh, but still not a cakewalk. It's a country inside of the city of Rome. Yeah. Let's see. Schools in America can be bigger than the Vatican. Now, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know that part. I didn't know about the schools in America be bigger than the Vatican. Yeah. I met a nice Filipina when I was there. Nice lady. Yeah, I mean it definitely happens. I mean, there's a lot of nice people here. Um, it's just a lot different here, though, and because it's a lot different here, it's a lot different here. I mean, the way we think is a lot different than the way they think. The things we do is a lot different than the things they do. And but as far as being like really nice and stuff, people here and everything, I mean, to me, it's a lot better than over in the U.S. in my opinion. And I'm not really the kind of guy that really hangs around the foreigners a lot. I'm really not. As a matter of fact, I just saw a foreigner when I was walking this morning. I've never seen him before. but even though I'm not, you know, if somebody's cool and everything, then yeah, I'm cool with them. There's nice people everywhere except France. That's funny. Except France. You know, I tend to think Korea is pretty bad too. I'm talking about South Korea. I'm not even talking about North Korea. I spent a year in South Korea. I was in the military back in the 90s, and I really didn't care for it. One thing they recently did, they recently separated their social media from the world. Like they try to have everybody in South Korea only communicate with people there in South Korea. They also are discriminate against people like Filipinos, the Philippine people. The South Koreans look down on like Southeast Asia and other places too. I thought Korea would have good hospitality like Japan. Now hospitality I think is a little bit different. I mean, yeah, they have some good hospitality as far as that goes, but they are more uppity up, like, you know, think they're better than other people kind of thing. And Japan might be like that too, but I'm not positive. Some people have told me that, but I can't really talk about Japan. I didn't live in Japan. That sounds absolutely crazy. So South Korea thinks they're higher. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was in the military there, so we got plenty of military installations there. And we've got military stuff here in the Philippines too. Um, and yeah, I didn't really care that much for the people. They weren't as open and friendly as the people in the Philippines. But I will say, especially the girls, the guys tend to be better than the girls. Japan, they're a little snobby. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. Snobby. Yeah, Korea, pretty snobby. Japan, pretty snobby. As far as being hospitality, you know, I mean, they're service oriented. Asians are service oriented. Most Asian, I don't know about China, but most Asian countries are very service oriented. When I go to get a haircut here, oh man, he takes his time and he works hard on giving me a great haircut. In Korea, the same way, it was like that. So I'm not saying bad about hospitality necessarily. I mean, I've even been invited to eat at a stranger's house in Korea. But snobby, yeah. They rather talk to me, the white man from the U.S., than to talk to a Southeast Asian, like a Filipino. So yeah, snobby was the word I was looking for. Thank you, John. Only time I've ever had that feeling in my life was in 4 cities in America: New York City, LA, DC, and Key West, Florida. Yeah, you know how we people are, you know, Southern people. We're like super friendly, and we're not normally snobby. In the Philippines, they're very friendly, but they're also humble and shy. Very humble and very shy, but also friendly and not snobby. Very simple. John C. says, do you find there's a lot of single ladies in Mindoro that are interested in foreigners? I gotta think first, because there's so many places I've been, and I haven't really been pursuing ladies here because of my girlfriend. But I have had a lot of ladies smile at me here that probably would be interested. So yeah, but I think, I mean, bigger cities, you're going to have your best shot. The only problem is that the kind of girl you want? But bigger cities have tons of girls. In Mindoro, yeah, there's I think a good shot here too as well. Just as I wouldn't say as good as Cebu because it's a big city. The Cebu city anyway. But yeah, I think all over Philippines is pretty equal, and it really depends on the amount of people in that area. So if it's a big city, you're going to have a bigger amount. But once again, what type of girl do you want? Do you want that city type girl? Do you want that country type girl? Over here, the girls are high quality to me. And when I say high quality, I'm talking about very good ladies, very, I want to say conservative, but very, very nice, hospitable, wonderful ladies here in Mindoro. Yeah. Let's see. Waylon said there are a handful of golf courses raise snobby kids in the South that drive a lifted truck their dad brought them when they were bought them when they were 15. Yeah, that's why I didn't say all. I said there's a lot, but not all. Yep. Yeah, I think Mindoro would be a good place. I mean, even over in Iloilo. I mean, but once again, it depends on the kind of person you want, basically. What you're looking for. Most overall, we're good people, though. Yeah. Yeah, mostly. Yeah. I agree with you, Waylon. For the most part, yeah. You know, anyway, I was about to get political again. Let me get off of the political. Let's see. Waylon says, I wish I knew more about the Philippines so I could be included in the conversation so I don't throw you around topics. Yeah. It was very interesting. I mean, me coming over here and everything that I've been through. It's been, I don't know the word for it, fascinating. Let's see, I only see one person here, and Waylon, I guess you don't show up, so two people, because the whole blue thing, I guess. But anyway, not much going on. Are you still here, John? I mean, I could. I do know some ladies that that are looking. Last time I checked, anyway. Bet your wealth of information. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't. I'm sort of. I don't like to brag, but yeah. I have a lot of knowledge over here. But anyway, I do know. Yeah, a few ladies that have been interested in trying to find somebody. Now, but once again, it really depends on you what you want, because I'd say we have the upper hand here. We have the upper hand here, not like in the U.S. where it's opposite. doing? Making more coffee?
You want coffee?
No, I asked you what you're doing. Making more coffee? Yeah. Did we even have coffee this
Not
morning?
yet. Sam's sleeping.
Really? I thought I drank coffee.
You're drunk.
Like, man. Seems like I drank coffee, but I guess I didn't.
I've been drunk.
I understand. I'll drink. I also got my email if you want to reach out to me on email too. It's on my page, email and my Instagram. And Facebook. I got something for that set up too. It's not on there though. Let's see. Aldrich. How you doing, man? It's good to see you again. I think I saw you last night for a short period of time, I believe. Move this over. If we get enough people in here, Waylon, we could do another trivia game or something. I'll watch some of your past videos. Yeah, what I would recommend is go to my playlist and see what you're interested in the playlist and watch that. So I got like 20 playlists. So if you're interested in real estate stuff, got some stuff there. If you're interested in like medical, got a little bit there. I want to do more medical stuff too. If you're interested in the culture, or there's a couple of girls that are looking for guys, I have some videos of some of those too. So yeah, so that's what I would recommend. Just figuring out what playlist you want to watch, do that. I think the last 3 videos I've done, the last 4 videos I've done, I think are pretty good for someone looking at coming over here. Anyway, very informative. The last 4 videos are very informative. Over time, I've done a variety of things. I even did like news stuff and a little bit of comedy stuff and everything else. You know? And then I started deleting some of that stuff off my channel because I don't want people to get confused. We're about to have some coffee, yo, and show you guys, well, if we got one over here. I don't see any more. I was going to show you the kind of coffee I drink over here. Let's see. I'm a big coffee fan. Coffee and something called Pandasol, and the seafood. I like to get me some good seafood out here. I've watched a lot, been looking at condos in Cebu I might want to rent. Oh, okay. I looked at some of those too. Back then I wasn't vlogging. I was just over in Cebu and I was checking. I had a real estate person I was working with and checking them out. Cebu's nice. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of nice places in the Philippines. So what did you think about the condos in Cebu that you did? I don't know if you like physically looked at them or if you just like online looked at them or anything. You plan on buying, or I got one video is talking about buying condo, all the cost involved, stuff like that. You okay? What's going on? Yeah, I know. How's Peppa?
Well,
Well, she's got a week before she had.
Yeah, a whole month.
Oh, a month. Oh, okay.
Like 3 weeks.
It's not expensive, but I wouldn't call Cebu cheap. It's not expensive, but you wouldn't call it cheap.
Yeah, it depends on how you spend your money.
Yeah, I've mentioned that in the Philippines you can live a very low cost life,
It's very expensive.
and you could live a very expensive life. I mean, it just really depends on how you go about doing things, basically. What time is it now? About 11 o'clock.
Okay, now.
Oh, you visited some when you were here. What was the normal price you got on the condo? Are you talking about like to rent, or are you talking about to buy? What was like the normal price you got? I've stayed in a lot of condos, different places. 30 to 40 pesos. Okay. That does seem pretty high. If you're renting, renting. Yeah, for renting, that seems pretty high. Unless it was like a nice, really, really nice condo. You should be getting a very, very nice condo for that price. Not like a studio. I would definitely should be at least one bedrooms, probably two for that kind of price. Because that's pretty high. But then again, when I was in Cebu, it's been years ago when I was in Cebu, and there's a lot of people have been moving to Cebu, and so that could have drove up prices. They were nice condos. Yeah, I would think for that price that it would be like two bedrooms. I mean, I saw back when I was there, I saw a nice condo there that was 20,000, but it was a studio. You know, and that's been about almost 3 years ago. Yeah, 20,000, and it was very, very nice condo. But like I said, it was a studio, so that's why when I saw your price, then I'm hoping it's a two bedroom or something, or a lot bigger or something. But this was a pretty nice size to it. But also, over time, things go up too. So. Cebu isn't cheap. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about 30,000, you're talking about almost $600 a month for a nice place. Now, if you got it for 20,000, the studio that I was talking about, then that was be about almost 400. Now, to me, that's a lot cheaper than in the U.S. because in the U.S. I was paying almost $1,700 a month for a two-bedroom apartment in North Carolina. The last time I rented an apartment. Business Park and IT Park. Yeah, I figured, like I said, there's been a lot of people moving over to Cebu, and that's probably why prices have been popping up. Yeah, what'd you think about Mac 10? I mean, I've heard people talk about it quite a bit, and I've been over there, but I didn't really look around much to think much about it. What's my favorite Filipino food? I'd have to say pandesal. I eat pandesal all the time, but I like menudo. That's hulak. Yeah, I like menudo. I like liver adobo, and What else? Kikium. John likes Sig Sig. That's the two things. I mean, well, Sig Sig I'm not a fan of, but a lot of people love Sig Sig. Actually, Pansit's okay, but I got sick of it one time, and I have a problem wanting to eat it again. Even though it tasted good, I like Pansit. It just, I just had a bad experience. I think it might have been whatever they added to it, like the meat or whatever they put in it, the place that I went to. But yeah, kikiam, all sorts of seafood. I like all the seafood stuff. But yeah, I eat a lot of panisal because it's cheap. And it's delicious. I like it. Let me think, what else? Some menudo is probably my favorite dish, though. Halo halo, yeah, that's good. The mango graham cake. I love the desserts. Mango graham cake, the ice candy, halo halo, all that, all the desserts. I'm down with all those. Bless you. Oh, the mango shakes, the buko shakes. Yeah. Love those stuff. But you got to be careful because, you know, you got to stay a little bit healthy. Yeah, mango shakes, man, freaking delicious. I mean, the buko shakes, the coconut shakes, they're delicious too. Some good coffee. The coffee I drink comes out of Bentangus. It's called Baracco. And I'm not a huge beer drinker, but I do like some Red Horses. A lot of sugar in Philippines. Yeah, that is a problem. A lot of sugar. Yeah, you're correct. So, I mean, is there what you so you're really thinking about Cebu? I guess because you have some like friends over there. Hey Barbara, they have wine here. Oh yes, yeah, definitely, plenty of wine. Couple of San Miguel's. Yeah, I'm the same way. I rarely drink. I mean, my biggest problem is spending money. If I could spend money, I would drink more. I'd be wanting to vape right now because I quit vaping because I'm trying to save money. And I'd be doing things a lot different. But let's see, it's a temporary spot. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's not a bad decision. I mean, personally, I don't think Manila as a temporary spot wouldn't be bad in my opinion either. I mean, when you go to Manila, there are so many different places. You could go to some horrible. You can go to some amazing. So I've been to Bohol too. Yeah, I've been to Bohol as well. But I want to visit some places. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Cebu is it's sort of like in the middle of the Philippines. So, but to travel on boats and all that kind of stuff does take a while. I took a boat from Cebu over to Manila, a ferry boat. Actress, what's up? How you doing, actress? Barbara says, how are the banks over there? Um, I mean, the banks are good, but as far as how to handle your money, I would keep your bank in an American bank. I really wouldn't put it in the Philippine bank or any of the other ones that are over here. And I'm trying to think. There was a Citibank over here. I don't know if it's still around, but I think that's what they call it, Citibank. Anyway, there was some American banks over here a little bit, but basically, I'd say keep the money in the U.S. and we got plenty of ATM machines. I know somebody that does Western Union, and then I use something called Wise. So there's different ways to handle it, and I also use Gcash and Wise as far as handling my money from the U.S. But I keep it over there in the U.S. And if you have like Social Security and stuff like that, you want it to keep going to a U.S. bank, from what my friend was telling me, because he said you could have he was saying that you wouldn't be able to get it in a Filipino bank. Are you in Cebu now? No, actress. I'm not in Cebu now. I am in Mindoro. Let's see. We're talking about Iloilo, Bacolod. I've been to Iloilo. I haven't been to. Actually, I've been to the island of Iloilo. I went to some different places there. I didn't go to the city area, and I didn't go to Bacolod. Both of those places aren't too far from me, though. They're also close to Boracay. I went to Boracay, but I went to some places that are not far from there. I've been thinking about going to some of those places, too. Let's see. Actress says, "Oh, I was just okay." Yeah, I fell out. Sorry. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm in Mindoro, actress. Good to see you again, actress. How you doing today? Yeah, but I mean, I haven't heard of any problems with the banks here. I'm not saying that, but so yeah, you could definitely do that. I mean, but it's so simple just to go to ATM. Like I said, ATMs are all over the place here. They're everywhere. But I'm good, thank you. I am good. I thought this was somebody I knew over in India. But the question you just asked makes me think, no, this person is in the Philippines. Actress. I can't tell the picture though. Is this okay, I'll go ahead straight up and ask it. Is this Rosvita from India? Because I can't see that picture. I don't think it is now I think about it. I think somebody said it looks like Rosvita. I've allowed, you don't remember Rosvita. Yes, I remember Rosvita. Yes. Oh, it is. Okay, I can't see the picture. You know, it's so small on my phone. I can't see it. But you mentioned Cebu. Cebu's not in India, so I was surprised you knew about Cebu. This has been a long live, man. I've been on here for about almost 2 hours now. $11. I had a feeling. That's what you were, yeah, getting at. Let's see. I have Schwab, Bank, Wise, and Remitly. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I think that sounds good. I definitely like to spread around my stuff. I don't like to have one in one place. So I think, yeah, not putting all your eggs in one basket is a good idea. That sounds like a good plan. You got to go to bed. Okay. Sounds like you've been working on, the whole idea of coming here for a while. Sounds like something you've been thinking about for a while and wanting to do and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's going to be wonderful, man. I think it's awesome. But have a good night, good sleep, take care. Hope to see you again, and hope you subscribe to me. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. And take care, man. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too, John. And hope to see you again. I usually do a couple lives a day, normally about 3 lives a day. Yep. Take care. Nice meeting you, man. So, it's almost 11:30, almost 2 hours, and I'm getting a little bit tired. Barbara says, how many Catholic churches are there? I know that there are many. Barbara, here where I'm at, there is a Catholic church. Every morning at 6 o'clock they have service. Every single morning. I see the people walking there when I get up early, and they're walking over there. And as far as the churches, there are a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know how many. I'm in a small town, and there's like 3 Catholic churches here in the small town that I'm in. But yeah, there's a lot. As a matter of fact, I mean, they got this here inside the place that I'm staying. St. Peter's here. And yeah, very conservative, very Catholic practicing. And I've been to one of the churches here, the Catholic church. It's very beautiful. And they have a lot of cool, like, shows, like Christmas time and different things, They put on a lot of different things. Yeah, so yeah, it's been a lot of fun here. Been a lot of fun. Hey, Emma. Hello, good to see you, Emma. Man, it feels good out here. I've been inside and inside. Feels good to get some fresh air. How are you? How's it going? What you been up to? You were doing good on that game last night. We played the Family Feud last night, Barbara. Emma was on there. Emma was doing good on the Family Feud. Oh, they're planning the funeral? I understand. Yeah. I guess it's going to be this week. Or is it going to be later? Do you have a garden out there? I don't have a garden here. I don't even have my own place here. I'm living with other people. But as far as when you say garden, are you talking about people that plant, like have gardens and plant stuff, that kind of thing? If you are, then yeah, there are people that do that, have gardens and so forth. But I don't have that. It's this week, okay. Yeah, that can keep you busy, I guess, I've never had to plan a funeral, to be honest with you. But, you know, my mom, I remember her doing planning and stuff, and it was quite a bit to it. Um, and if you're talking about like Barbara, if you're talking about like a big garden place that you can visit kind of place, I mean, I haven't really been to any of those. Well, I mean, there's all sorts of awesome places here. Like there's a lot of areas that I guess they call sanctuary or whatever that are like gardens with from Catholic that you know I'm not very smart when it comes to Catholic stuff. I grew up like a Southern Baptist kind of Christian guy, so look, you don't wish for it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I've been lucky. I have been lucky. You're right. Been very lucky. I got to figure out what to eat for lunch today. It's getting close to lunchtime. It's about 11:30 here now in the afternoon. Jordan so much. I bet you do. I mean, he was he's very outgoing kind of guy, you know, the kind of guy that lived his life, you know, so he was so intense on living his life. Like he didn't, he wasn't a no do it kind of guy, you know, he was a do it kind of guy, you know what I mean? It's very unfortunate because I only got to know Jordan for about, I think maybe 2 months. And he was always a happy kind of guy, you know. So yeah, I miss him too. Barbara says, I'm sure there are a lot of rice fields there. Yeah, yeah, you see a lot of rice fields. That's true. You see a lot of well, hold on, let me think. Coconut trees, a lot of trikes and motorcycles in this area anyway, on the highway that I'm right beside of. But yeah, I could go to some very peaceful, quiet areas too. I just not there at the time. But anyway, I miss his jokes and cuddles. Now I don't know anything about the cuddles, but yeah, yeah. You know, I've been very lucky when it comes to this. I don't have brothers and sisters, so I've never had to lose a brother or a sister. And my parents are both still alive. I do have one kid, and she's still alive and everything. She's about to turn 30. And yeah, I miss talking to her, but she stays so busy nowadays. I try to talk to her, but she's always got something she's working on and doing, stuff like that. So, you know, when you get around age 30, you tend to have a busy life, trying to make it in life for one, or trying to do something with your life that you want to do, that kind of stuff. Then there's people that have kids at that age too. Yeah, his parents passed away like 4 years ago, and his sister's 13. I didn't know she was that young, but I remember talking about the parents. That's pretty young. Is it too loud, guys? I mean, I'm outside, and if you need me to, I'll go inside. But I'm the kind of person that really likes being outside. So just let me know if it's too loud. I can go inside. Hey, Sigma Girl. Hey, welcome back. Like I was saying, Sigma Girl, if it's too loud for you guys, let me know. I can go back inside. I'm by the highway here and got these big trucks and a bunch of motorcycles and everything going by. Hey, good to see you. How you doing, Sigma Girl? Do I watch TV here? I'd say a lot of people watch TV here, but I don't. And, when you watch TV, you have a choice of either watching things in the Filipino language or American, because a lot of people speak American here, English. Sorry, I said American. But a lot of people speak English, so you can go to some of the channels and watch that. Also a lot of people have Netflix here. Let's see. Good. Hey, good morning, Mary. How you doing? So now it's getting a little bit louder. We got all sorts of things going by here. I'll go back inside. I think it's getting a little bit loud. As far as the TV goes, I have watched Netflix at some of the places I've stayed. If they had Netflix included at a hotel or a condo I stayed at, then I would watch Netflix and sometimes some TV too. I'm not normally watching a lot of TV, not normally. I'm doing good, Sir Mickey. I hope you are too. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm glad to see you, and I've been wanting to see you, as a matter of fact. So, happy Father's Day if it's Sunday in your country. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. That's I don't know about Australia, but normally no, that's in June. But thank you anyway. Let's see. Yeah, that's normally in June. But Sigma Girl's in Australia, so I don't know when it is then. You have me thinking, what month am I in? Hold on, I gotta grab my coffee too. Get my coffee out here. Ooh, feels good in here. I'll stay in here. Must only be in Australia if you guys don't know. Oh, okay. I figured it must be in Australia. Australia, it's Father's Day. Australia. You know that? Yeah. Ah, man. Yeah, Sigma Girl's in Australia. Let's see, coffee with Pandasol, correct. I still have a little Pandasol over here, finishing up my coffee and Pandasol. I love coffee. Delicious. You can tell. What about you, Barbara? You or all of y'all? I'll ask everybody. You guys watch a lot of TV? What kind of TV stuff you like? I mean, if I'm watching TV, it's normally going to be Netflix. Mary says, BKC been here to ask me about your live stream lately. Oh, really? Yeah, I saw BKC. I saw BKC last night on the live stream. I think right before BKC went to bed. So I don't think had much time. Sigma Girl says Netflix is good. I'm watching Wednesday season 2 right now. Oh, it's a TV show called Wednesday season 2. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Oh, maybe that's the girl, like from Adam's Family, probably. Yeah, that's probably who it is. Wednesday. Mary says, me, YouTube, if you have a smart TV. Yeah, I sort of, like to watch some older type movies, and I think you could probably find it through YouTube, but they normally cost, at least a lot of the things. I mean, not all movies. Okay, sounds good. Sigma Girl says yes. It's the girl from Adam's Family. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I've missed the whole Wednesday movie and the shows and everything because I wanted to sort of see that. I did see Beetlejuice. Yeah, I went and watched that Beetlejuice movie. It's okay. The first Beetlejuice movie is a lot better though. And I do like the old Addams Family. Have you ever watched the old one, Sigma Girl? Like really, really old one, black and white TV, Addams Family. I'm sure they got some clips on YouTube showing it. I'm sure everything's on YouTube. But yeah, whenever I was a kid back in the day, I used to watch the old one, the old TV show. Yeah, I've watched it on TV, the black and white one. Yeah, and there was, oh yeah, I think the Addams Family girl was in the Beetlejuice movie too, the girl that played her. How did you like the old show, the old Addams Family show? It's okay if you didn't like it. It's okay. You just say you didn't like it, because I sort of feel like younger people have a hard time watching black and white shows. So just be honest. It's fine. It's not going to break my heart. But yeah, I like, an old TV show. My favorite TV show of all time. It's called Twilight Zone, and it's black and white. It's in black and white. Twilight Zone. I don't really like it. I like the Addams Family one with color. See, I had a feeling that's why you didn't come out and start talking about, oh yeah, I like that show. I had a feeling you were holding something back from me. It has Cousin It in it. Yeah, I like It. I'm assuming It is in the new one though. I mean, the whole new Wednesday. I would hope so. I think I've seen it in the poster, I believe. I can't remember. What is Rexon? Is that a TV show? What's that about? Rexon. Never heard of that. Kenneth. Oh, Kenneth is in here. Hey, I thought that was still Mary talking. But yeah, my favorite show of all time is a black and white show called Twilight Zone, and it had some just weird, unusual stories they used to put on there. Jenna Ortega, yeah. Plays a Wednesday Addams, and she's also in the Beetlejuice movie, yeah. Jenna Ortega. And the Netflix series that's out now, yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, if I ever get a chance, I'll try to catch that. I've been wanting to watch it. My girlfriend tends to watch a lot of horror movies, so I usually wind up watching the horror movies from Indonesia. What's up, Mike? Hey, Tetspat, how's it going, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I did see something pop up, Emma, on there. I haven't looked at it yet. I'll take a look at it and see what.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I was checking something. I got an Instagram on here, in case anybody needs to reach me through Instagram. And Bearded Dragon Lover just sent something. She wanted me to check it out. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know he was a drawer, man. He's a freaking artist too. That's pretty cool. I didn't want to stay with it too long because I knew people were here, so I jumped out for a second. I'll have to look at it some more later. Thank you for sharing that with me, Emma. Can y'all see me now, by the way? I said I needed a logo. A fellow business guy a while ago. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, it really hurts to lose, a friend and a family member, that kind of stuff. That really does hurt. Emma says, since he's not here anymore, but I thought I would still send it. Yeah, I'm very thankful you did. Oh yeah, in your case, fiance, my case, friend. Yeah. And I was also thinking about my cousin who was 29 and passed away about 2 years ago. Whenever I was thinking about Jordan, yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to think positive. trying to think in a bright light. Anyway, for me, losing pets is harder than humans. Yeah, I've lost that too.
Then he doesn't have kids, bro.
You have children? Text back? Sorry for bringing it up. I want any more. No, don't worry about that. No, it's not that. I mean, we need to be human, and if human is crying or if it's crying or laughing or whatever it is, we need to live that. We don't need to worry about, because I also believe in remembering people. I don't believe in not remembering people. TextPet says, the love of my life was my border collie, Sugar. in 2019. No kids by choice, Mikey. Border collies are very, very beautiful dogs. And Sugar, that's a good name. 2019, yeah, that's been a while. You know, sort of when I think about a long time, I lost somebody, and I go way back to 1986 when my grandfather passed away. And you know, I don't think we should forget people from that passed away, or animals. You know, pets. I mean, pets, people. You know, I don't think we should forget about them 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 40 years ago. I mean, my dog died in 2017. Smartest dog on the planet. Yeah, I can't say mine was the smartest, but I think he was the friendliest dog on the planet. That's been a while, Sigma, about 8 years. And what I was going to say, over here in the Philippines, that's one thing they do is when there's a birthday or a death anniversary or whatever, is they'll go out to the funeral, to the grave site with a candle on that day and to remember the person that passed away. It's not like they bury them and then they never go to see them again. They bring a candle and they'll come out to remember the person, and they usually do it, like I said, how many times a year? How many times a year? Like two times a year, I guess. Birthday and the day of the death.
The death anniversary and the birthdays. Just like 3.
Day of death and birthday, and what else?
Death anniversary.
Yeah, that's only 2.
And the All Souls Day.
The what day?
All Souls Day.
All Souls? What is All Souls?
November 1st.
November the 1st is All Souls Day?
Yeah.
Old Souls.
Soul.
Old Soul.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay, so 3 times a year. Let's see. My dog's name was Chico.
Sigma. Sigma. Your dog was name was Chico?
I think that's your dog's.
Yeah. That is
Yes.
the dog that I got my daughter. His name is Chico. And he is still with her right now. So that's wild. My daughter's dog's name and your dog's name is the same, Chico. Tetspat says some people still cherish decades after they pass. Others don't give a shoot.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, I think there's some relatives I don't give a shoot. She gave me a bad look on that, you know. But I mean, I'm being honest with you. I can think of one, actually. I can't think of more than one, but I can think of one. Let's see. I've learned that although we respect life, we don't have to be in love with the idea of honoring others. Respect is earned. Yeah, and that's what I was getting at about that one person. No, but I think if it's really, really, really somebody that that you're close to, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Emma says I sent you a picture of the casket I picked. Yeah, I saw it pop up too. The mother-in-law. I sent you a picture of Jordan's casket I picked. The mother-in-law. What about the mother-in-law? I'm confused on that one. Are you talking about the relative? It is
No, it's not someone that's very, very close to me, but they're in the family, and yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not an in-law. It's a blood relative. Let's see. Text Pat says, "I want to be cremated. Caskets are a waste of money."
Cremation is expensive too.
Oh, she was saying cremation is also expensive. I don't know though. I mean, what's the difference in price?
Oh, I know. I haven't committed
If you get cremated, I don't think you're going to know what the difference in price is.
yet.
But I think that it's probably a big difference, is what I think. I don't know exactly. Not. I want to be cremated. Caskets are a waste of money. Testbit says not. I think
Ranges like 30,000 to 100,000
30,000 to 100,000 for a casket.
for cremation prices.
Oh, that's pesos, by the way. That's not U.S. 30,000 to 100,000 pesos. So that's about $1,000 to $2,000 to 3,000, maybe even 3,000,
More,
between
or
1 and
maybe it
3,000.
depends on your package.
So probably normally about 1,000 or 2,000 on the cremation,
See, that's how
according to what she's saying.
casket prices.
Dollars. I'm talking about dollars now.
Casket price like
Let
50,000.
me see. How much is the other one? The casket.
It depends on how fancy you want your casket to be.
He
I think it
wanted
was like 50.
next to his first horse, so I'm honoring that. Not even close to the same cost. How much did you say it was?
Casket?
Yeah, the casket. I could be cremated for around 3,000 K. Yeah.
There, but here it's expensive. So it's like the same
No, that comes out
price.
to the same price. About,
Yeah, it's
like I said, about 1, 2, 3,000, between 1,000 and 3,000. Modern casket alone is more than that. How much is the caskets?
the forest costs there 50,000.
That's only 1,000.
Yeah, but it's a good casket.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna Google it.
I have to Google. But it depends on the say.
Uh,
You can have a million casket if you want. It depends how fancy you want.
yeah, if I had to guess, it's probably anywhere between $5, 10, $15,000. You know, it really does depend, right? Like George Floyd, they bought him a gold casket. So, I think his was like what, $500,000 or something like that.
Like 5,000 to 110,000 casket.
500 to 10,000,
5,000.
5,000 to
is like
10,000
really the
USD.
simple wood.
USD.
No, pesos. It's pesos.
Let me see
Really
that.
cheap.
Let me see it.
5,000 is like only wood. Simple
Oh,
wood.
110,000. Okay, thought you said
110
10,000.
is the really fancy.
So yeah, here in the Philippines, they do wood caskets still, and that's only about
5 to 10,000.
5,000 pesos, which would only be, it would be less than 2,000. It would be about 1.5, 1,600. Yeah, for getting the simple wood. So I guess that's where she's coming from. She's coming from, you know, you can get a wooden casket for about the same price as the cremation, but most people don't. In the U.S., most people get the fancy caskets that are not just a wooden box, you know. So yeah, it depends on how you look at things. I've done the math. Yeah, so in the U.S., I don't think anybody does a wooden box over in the U.S.
Well, those were
And in my opinion,
poor
I
people.
don't think it really matters. You know, I think a wooden box is just as good as a whatever they are, metal box.
Yeah, you're still in the box anyway.
Still in a box.
If you got cremated, that's double kill. You already dead, and then
You
you're
pay
gonna
like
burn you.
five to 6,000.
It's expensive in the US.
Yeah, I think that's pretty normal. About 5,000 on a casket in the U.S.
No wonder you
or
don't want to be
5 or 6,000.
You don't want to be in a casket. Just make your
That's
own.
why a lot of people have burial insurance,
Yeah.
to cover that kind of stuff because.
Yeah.
I think I do remember reading that the average cost was like 10 or 12,000 for a funeral, about 10,000. I'm going to 12 now because of inflation, so I think it's somewhere in that area. And if God can't raise me from my ashes, then He's not God.
Depends on whose God you're believing in.
Let's see. Emma says, but it's more with the design, so the total will be like 9 or 10,000.
It
Yeah,
depends
that's
on
what I was thinking.
The materials used.
Yeah. So, there you go. About 2 or 3 times more
It's the
on the
normal
coffin,
casket.
unless. Can you be quiet, sir? Unless you do the whole box thing like they do in some countries.
What box?
The wooden box thing. Then.
Wooden is like for tribe, really poor people.
Well, she says wooden is like for tribal poor people, but to me, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all.
I didn't say it's bad.
The
I'm
wooden
just
box.
saying that's
I remember watching those in the cowboy movies.
Yeah, I didn't say it's bad.
Back
It's
in the U.S.
The one who's using it are those people.
Yeah, she
That's
said
it.
normally that's how they do it now for the
the
people that are tribal
casket
and so
we
forth.
use here is the one who get like dissolved over time.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Let's see. Emma says, but it's more with the design, so the total will be like 9 or 10,000. Yep. I don't mind spending 10,000. Yeah, I mean, it's all in the person, and yeah, I mean, everybody's life is different. Everybody's story is different, and everybody's thinking is different. I mean, and I think, yeah, I mean, if you love somebody and everything, then you're going to do things for somebody. I mean, this is just a common known fact. Drink some more coffee. I can tell you right now, if I had, $500,000, I would definitely do that. For my mom, I'd spend like 20,000, whatever, for her. Girlfriend seems cool. Seems cool. Yes, she really does. No, I'm just kidding.
Me?
I'm kidding. Yeah, she's okay. She's like on the line, and I'm being honest here. She's on the line between okay and cool. She's like right here.
It depends on how you define cool.
Yeah, we fight all the time.
His cool is different. His cool
But
is like saying
she's
F words.
she's
That's
been
not what's fine.
she's been really cool to me for the most part. Don't mess with us girls, and girls protect girls. I know.
Because men don't protect girls anymore, so we protect each other.
See, she's cool, but she's also a little crazy.
You're the
She's a
one
little
who's crazy, not me.
Saying stuff like that.
Well, it's true.
It's true.
That's fact.
Okay. What is your girlfriend's name?
Nanya.
What's your name?
Nanya.
Nanya. She said
Nanya
Nanya.
business.
Nanya business. That's bad. That's horrible.
I'm joking.
What's your name, ma'am? I don't know. She tells me a different name every day. I don't know. What's your name?
I don't know. You don't know me?
Yeah, but I don't know what you want me to tell them.
Anything. Right.
She seriously does go by different names. My name is Brian. Texpat is Brian. Mine's Emma. Mine's Mike. Even though it's Mikipino here, it's Mike. You can call me Brian. If I can remember it, that's the problem. I've remembered Emma because of her fiance that I got close to. His name was Jordan, who recently passed away. But I used to have a friend a long time ago named Brian, and so that boy was a little wild and crazy. So I don't think you're going to be like him, though. But I'll try to remember Brian from a long time ago and try to connect that with Texpat. Like Brian Texas, it would be nice to have pictures, of like the person, so I'm better visual than words. Like Brian Texas. Oh, is that? I don't really know Brian Texas. I guess that's a town. Let's see. But Brian, Southeast Texas. Okay. I think I've heard of Bryan, Texas, but I really don't know about it. I looked at one time I looked at like moving out to Texas. I remember some places there, but I don't remember Bryan, Texas. Like Bryan, Texas, but Bryan, Southeast Texas. So the places I remember is very few. Oh man, there was a song recently. Well, there's Lukenbach, Texas. College Station, Texas. I think that's close to Austin, Texas, I believe. Does your girlfriend live with me? Yeah, we live together. Let's see, Texas A&M.
Neighbors.
Aggies. She said we're neighbors. Yeah. Sometimes I knock on her back when we're asleep. Hey. But anyway. Midland. Yeah. I was thinking about, at one time I thought about living over at the Midland area. There's a city right beside of Midland. I can't remember the name of that, but I was thinking about living in that area if I ever moved to Texas. Yeah, still don't know her name. I'll give you one of the names. It's Lean, L-E-E-N. That's what she goes by quite a bit, so we'll go with that one. But she changes. It's like
Those are my names.
It's like a chameleon,
Those are my real names. That's not fake.
Let's see. Midland is West Texas. Yeah. No bueno. Why? What's wrong with West Texas?
Tornadoes?
I mean, I don't know a lot about Texas. I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, I think the tornadoes are more like on the east side. I'm not a big fan of tornadoes. I've had to deal with those in North Carolina. Let's see. Emma says, me and Jordan lived together for 2 years before we started dating. Awesome. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. Kathleen, I don't think it's a bad thing to me, but some people have a problem with it. Kathleen. He said, Kathleen.
Huh?
No, just Lean. Just that's like a nickname.
Just tell them
Leen.
my real name.
The one I use?
Anything. The both. That's my real name.
Okay. The longer version is Colleen. Coleen, but she goes by Lean.
Oh, it's double L double E N.
I'm sorry. Did I miss an L?
Yeah, it's
Two
L.
L's.
To E.
And yeah, I got the two E's. Yep. Yeah, Lean like Leen is what normally works. Let's see, I worked out there. That's not where you want to be in Texas. Desert and what is this? What does this say? Leo.
Nara.
What does that
I
mean?
don't know the name.
Leonara. Is that your ex? You don't want to be over there because that's your ex, Leonara? I don't know about that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's Abilene. I went through Abilene. That's like the only place in Texas I've ever been. Seems pretty and kind. Pretty and kind. She said you seem pretty and kind.
Thank you.
She said thank you. Okay, next question.
So bad.
Next question.
But
Next comment. Hmm. Yeah, do a face reveal. Maybe we should have some kind of special. I mean, she has accidentally been in the video, but maybe we should have some kind of special video we do with that. She's very shy, and a lot of people here in the Philippines are that way, very shy. She's supposed to be doing live selling online, but she won't do it because she's so shy, and she wants me to do it for her. She wants me to go on her TikTok and sell stuff because she's too scared to show her face. Let's see. I just found your channel randomly. Hey, FW Sano. How's the internet there? I'm going to Leyte and Cebu in November. Hey, man. Good to have you in here in the live. I do these lives usually about almost 2 or 3 times a day, something like that. Randomly through the day. And if you will, subscribe. I've got almost... Okay, here we go. Okay, I am back. Anybody here? Anybody here? That's what I should have used, standby. I gotta remember that. I did not think I was gonna have to keep my phone on the charger. Thanks, because I had it charged up to about 98% before I started live, but the live has gone probably about 2.5 hours now. So I had to jump back on the laptop to talk and then get my battery back going again. Okay, now going back to the question, which it was pretty funny. I was thinking about that. He said, his question was, let me think about it. Let's see, what was, how's the internet there? I'm going to Leyte and Cebu in November. And then my internet went out because of my battery, though. Okay, that's my phone battery. I got an old iPhone, and the battery sucks on these old iPhones. The internet in Leyte Well, it's going to depend. Okay. You said Leyte and Cebu. So when you go, what'd you say? No, you can answer this. You're a Filipino. So what you got?
I don't stay in Leyte a lot.
Well, what about over in Samar?
Samar, not all places have got good signal, so I don't think so.
Okay. So here's the thing. I have been to Leyte and I've been to Cebu. And it's really going to depend on where you're at. The iPhone is at SE. It's a SE Special Edition, I think is what they call it, back from 5 years ago. So it's a small iPhone. It sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck. I really like it, but battery sucks. Anyway, so it's really going to depend on where you're at. I remember in Cebu City, it was great. Internet was great. And we also got to think, what device are we using? Are we using like home internet, or are we talking about cell phone internet? Let's see what TextPad is saying. A lot of stuff here. So I'm gonna read what he says. Let's see. So interview Colleen. We don't need to see her face if she's shy. You know, I'm trying to think of a video for that. I'll try to do a video with that. I'll figure out something for it, the interview thing, or do it on another live or something like that. I have to think a little bit about it. Let's see, what iPhone do you use? Let's see, and new iPad. Let's see, I'm meeting my girlfriend in person in her hometown, then going to stay in Cebu. Is she in Leyte or is she on the Cebu Island? I guess she's in Leyte. So to answer your question though, while you're on your phone and you're using internet, it's really going to depend on where you're at. And you've got two main carriers that for your phone. You've got Globe and you've got Smart. And I don't know if maybe they have a map of where their stuff is available online. I would check that, see if they do. Like Verizon in the US, we have maps. I used to sell cell phones, so I used to show those all the time to people. Thing is, they weren't very accurate, to be honest with you. But anyway. Hello, sir. Michael, how are you? I'm doing great, Noel. Noel Diaz, nice to meet you. And where are you from? That would be a good interview. Yeah, actually, I just did a long interview with this guy in the Philippines, and I really enjoyed it. He was a really fun guy. I haven't posted it yet. And I'm not sure when I'm going to post it. But anyway, there's so many videos I have to post that I haven't posted. I got to figure out, I got to edit some videos and everything like that. But in Cebu City, yeah, you should be fine inside the city of Cebu. But when you go out in those country areas, province areas, yeah, you're going to have issues. But as far as which provider is best over in Leyte, I don't know if it's Smart or Globe. But